Hello everyone, welcome to MCTV. My name is Stein and I'm the technical director. I'm going to give you a tour of the studio. Come on in. So here is the editing room. If you're interested in editing, this is the place to be. And this is also the place where you'll be signing in at the beginning of the shoots. So here are the director controls. There are two headsets here. One is for the director and the other is for the assistant director, but due to COVID, we will not be having assistant directors in the studio. This button right here, if it's orange, that means that whenever you speak in the headset, it will be transmitted to the studio and the other headsets available. And then blue is won't be on. The volume controls are right here, and we'll be moving on. So, unfortunately, due to COVID guidelines, we are unable to have an official teleprompter position open, but we are looking into having either a camera operator be in charge of the teleprompter position. We're still in the works with that, but whoever does end up as teleprompter will have this lovely laminated instruction sheet. And just a couple of tips is to keep the text within these green lines, the green tape, and to control the teleprompter, you move the arrow keys, and then to stop, you press the space bar. And that's pretty much what you need to know. So this is the switcher. We have the two most important parts of this board right here. I know there's a lot going on. These two right here, that's gonna be what you're gonna be using. So the purple is the preview. So whichever ones that you click here will be previewed on that screen right there that is black. So I'm gonna click preview camera 1 just for an example, and that is previewed. So the director can see if that's a shot that they want to have lined up. And then once they figure out that that's the right time to switch to that camera, they're gonna click the yellow button here, and it will be on the screen, and that will be what the audience will see. And then for the preview as well, that is what you can use for transitions. So I'm gonna preview camera 2, and then I'm gonna transition to camera 2. I'm gonna use this handy dandy thing, and I'll have a nice faded transition. I don't know if you saw that. Do it again. And then you can also transition to black if you would like. And you can use the switcher, which is what I'm using right now. Or there's an auto transition button that you can use. And it just fades to black that way. So if anything, remember these two this is the preview and this is the program. So this is the audio board, and basically what you need to know is when you give the mic pack to the talent, you have to make sure that you are controlling the correct channel here. So if the talent has the first mic pack, you're going to be right here. And what you have to focus on is what you see on this side right here. We don't have a mic going right now, so you can't see it, but once you do pick up audio with it, these levels will be changing, and you have to make sure that it's not too high or not too low, and if it hits the first yellow block, then you're good to go. To unmute the channel is to click this button here, and the gain right here is also to switch the gain. For Zoom, whenever we do Zoom, that will be channel 7, and same deal, and you're good to go. I will be demonstrating how to put a mic pack onto talent. In this case, it will be me. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that there are batteries in the mic pack. If there aren't any batteries, you will not pick up any audio. Right here, it shows number 3, which corresponds with channel number 3 on the audio board. See how that works? Also, another way you won't pick up audio is if the audio pack is not on. So right there is the on switch. So I have this ready to go. I'm going to take this clip and hook it to the back of my pants. Okay. So I have this secured, and then I have this that I've put under my shirt, and I've clipped this on, and I am ready to go. Welcome to the studio. This is where all of the shows are filmed, and unfortunately, because of COVID, we can only have up to 4 people in the studio. So I'll be showing you how to use one of the cameras here, and as our talent, we have lovely President Sam here today. Thank you for joining us. So on each of the cameras, we have headsets available, which is to hear what the director is saying out in the control room. And then to make sure to control the camera, we're going to use this right here to zoom in. And so you can see that I'm gonna zoom in. I can zoom out. And this is really important, especially when you are going to focus the talent. So how to do that is you're gonna zoom in all the way, and then I've already kind of messed with it already, but this tool right here is going to help me adjust the focus, because this is how you'll get the most accurate focus, is by doing it this way, zooming in all the way, and then once I zoom out, it will be perfectly in focus and ready to go. As a camera operator, you might hear from the director to pan or tilt the camera. What is that? And how do you do it? Let me tell you. So, the first thing that you have to do is to unlock these right here. It is labeled right here, T for tilt and P for pan. And that allows you to do such. This is a nice pan. Just some side to side. And then tilt, just up and down. And then once you're done, you want to make sure that you lock it again. So then it's nice and stable and it won't move. Moving along to the jib, right here is this handy dandy contraption right here. And we have a monitor right here so you can see what the camera is projecting. And right here is the zoom tool. And so we're gonna give this a swing right now. And look at that nice and crisp movement. And then maybe you can just throw in a little zoom. Whoa, that was too much of a zoom. Yeah. And that is great for a nice studio shot of everyone, all 4 people in the studio. It's great. And we're rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2. This is the floor manager position. The floor manager has this handy dandy headset and mic pack. So on this pack is this talk button, so that is on, and an important part to change the volume is this dial right here. And what the floor manager does is they speak to the director from this room while the director is in the control room, and the director feeds the floor manager information to share with everyone in the studio. And so the director will say things if the talent needs to wrap things up. The floor manager will give signals to the talent to wrap things up. They're also the ones, like I did in the beginning of this section, to do the countdown that starts filming. And yeah, they run the studio in here, and floor manager. And last but certainly not least, this is the talent section right here, where the talent will be sitting. And it's really important to remember to not wear anything that has crazy patterns. It could cause an illusion effect. It's also important when there's a blue screen in the background to not wear blue, because it just won't work out very nicely. And there's also opportunity for the talent to have to run their own teleprompter. as we talked about in the control room, since there is no teleprompter official position this year, the talent has their own chance to do that themselves. Another thing with clothing is to wear microphone-friendly clothing, something that is easy to clip on to your shirt. So that's also something that you should consider when you're talent. Well, that concludes our tour today at Studio A. Thank you so much for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the studio.